Hello and welcome to week 8 in sociology and technology. And we're talking about health and medicine now, just certainly an industry that has been profoundly impacted by technology over the years. Technology both as we increased our knowledge, but then also the devices and machines that we've been able to create. So keeping it a little light, actually, that's such a hit. You could probably do a whole course on just the history of medicine and technology's role in it. But what I want you to do is to look at the materials I put in there on the history of medicine and discuss things that are interesting that you found out about there. I have always found it interesting to find when things actually were discovered, and they were a long time ago, that different cultures that didn't communicate with each other were doing surprisingly advanced things, even though we didn't see them in the Western world too much later. In the quiz asks two questions, and both of them, it relates to, when I wrote these questions, I was thinking about an Apple Watch. And I have an Apple Watch, and I use that watch primarily as a timer. I time my activities for my time management and stuff like that, and time my exercise. I use it for exercise as well and stuff like that, but not really a whole bunch else. But because of that health function that it has, it made me think about the devices that we have, particularly now with watches and wearables and stuff that are becoming a big part of our health technology. Nonetheless, doesn't have to be like that, but I introduced you the technology acceptance model, which just kind of fits into this because I was talking about those kind of devices. Now, the technology acceptance model was a part of my dissertation, and what it measured in the context of my dissertation was the degree to which students, I was examining the nature of social interactions in an online class and how that related to success in the class, academic achievement. The technology acceptance model asked students to relate their experience to the learning management system. At that time, it was Blackboard. Now we're using Brightspace. So I was asking about Brightspace, and there's two dimensions. The two dimensions are that the technology is easy to use, the degree to which it's ease of use, and the other one, it's useful. I get things done using this technology. Now, I'm asking you in these two quiz questions to apply that model to two different pieces of technology that you have experienced in your life, one of which you have not accepted, you don't use because it wasn't easy to use or it wasn't useful, and maybe another one that you are using because it's probably both easy to use, or it became easy to use and it's useful. So two different pieces of technology, but in your answers, I want you to explain why that device is either accepted or not accepted by you based on the ease of use, usefulness dichotomy that makes up the theory of technology acceptance model. So your answer should embody both your perceptions of the ease of use and usefulness of each of those two pieces of technology, one for question 1 and one for question 2. So that's what I'm looking for. That's the origin of that, to introduce the sociological factor here. We're interacting with machines of all kinds. To what degree do we accept those machines into our lives? This model describes two dimensions, and one is its ease of use, and two, it's useful. So that's what I'll be looking for in the quiz this week. So enjoy the history. I certainly enjoyed putting together. It's fun to look at that stuff. and look forward to hearing some of your ideas about technology acceptance. So with that, have a great week.